Our next quilt for the Elizabeth Hartman Shop Sample Rainbow Extravaganza is going to be the Crystal Cluster. This pattern actually comes in 4 sizes. So it can be a pillow, baby quilt, lap quilt, queen bed size. So I'm gonna be doing the baby quilt size, which is 46 by 46. And it's gonna be all these little flying geese rainbow goodness. So I've got all my colors here. And I've got my white background and my gray that are gonna go around the flying geese, as well as the surrounding background from there. And then it's gonna be super fun. It's gonna be interesting to decide how to quilt this in the end. So I'm gonna go iron these out, get some best press on them, iron them nice and flat, and then see what my cutting instructions are. So I will check back in with you then and get going. Okay, so quick update before I start to get cutting. I had a realization as I was going that specific colors needed to be specific sizes, so I'm going to show you what I did for these fabrics in order to keep my numbers in order and my sanity intact. So 4 of my fabrics needed to be cut in different sizes for the flying geese. So what I did is I numbered them and wrote what they were on the selvage. Oh, there it is. So there's those 4. And then I did the same thing with the rest of the stack, the rest of the 16 colors, I think. So they're all labeled on the edge as well. So then when I get things cut, I can use them as a reference. And this would be my safety net of which one goes where. Luckily, I kept these in order as I cut them for the sample. So my camera was running out of space and the cutting really wasn't that exciting. It was just a bunch of 136 squares here and a whole bunch of more other skinny little white light colored pieces here. So now I've got all my pieces. Trixie's come to investigate, but there we all are. So now I'm going to really read my instructions and make sure that I know what I'm doing, because this is a brand new Elizabeth Hartman pattern to me.
So for your amusement, here is my current sewing setup. My Christmas tree is finally put away, my table's put back, everything's all resituated. I've got Trixie on the heated blanket on my lap, which is proving to be quite a sewing experience. There's all my flying geese right there. And then my little ironing setup. So that's how our productivity has been going this week in this little bubble of flying geese crystal clustering. So now I'm going to get back to my flying geese, making them into the next section. So all my units are all pieced, but I have to show off this little bit right here. Like on almost all of my units, my 4 units that are pieced like this, these lined up seamlessly. I feel pretty proud of myself. My geese are looking pretty good. I only lost the tips on a couple of them, little beaks, but other than that, looking good. So now I'm going to take this and all the other pieces and put them together. So here's our middle section. The main work is done, all these crazy flying geese. And now it's just time to sew on the 2 top and bottom, and then the 2 sides, and then the borders. And then this thing is all done.
and another finished quilt top to check off the list. Despite all of the flying geese that it had me do, this actually went together pretty easily. So lots and lots and lots of flying geese. As you can see, there's at least 5 in each color, I think. Some have 6, some have big ones, some have little ones. These actually, as you saw, weren't pieced like these ones, which that was a lot easier. So I would absolutely do this again. It was really cute. I would love to do it bigger. I think that would make for a fun difference. And I think it's gonna be super cute. I still don't know how I'm gonna quilt it, but I think it's gonna be fun to quilt. I'll have to figure out a good all over pantograph to find that will fit the bill. So 2 thumbs up for Crystal Cluster so far. Easy peasy, looks way more intense than it really was. So let's take a look at the final quilt and then we'll see you back next time for the quilting.